Hey, business owners, thank you for being here. I'm super excited to have you in this webinar. My name is Flavilla Fongang, and I'm going to share with you during this web training the strategies that we use to help our clients get more customers. And as you can, everything that I'm going to share with you, strategies, that's the same strategy that we use to help our clients scale their business, make more money, attract their dream customers, and also obviously live a better life that they can enjoy. So I'm not holding it back, and as you can imagine, if you've been to my website, we have a lot of success stories. So everything that I'm telling you works and has been applied and help them make millions and millions of pounds. And I'm going to share this with you today. So stay with me until the end. Make sure there's no distraction, because every single minute that you're going to listen is going to be precious. And if you're looking to get more customers, grow your business more effectively, and create a brand people love, so you can also reduce the cost of acquisition, you are in the right place. Don't go anywhere. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put my face in the corner and move to the slide so I can show you and share with you what we're going to discover and learn today. I hope you're ready, because I am super excited about what is happening with this webinar. Super popular, as I explained. So how to create an attractive and compelling brand with the D.A.C system. The D.A.C system is ours. It has helped I can get more sales and more customers. So you're going to learn that. So let's start with what you're going to discover, so you know exactly if you're wasting your time or not. So first thing first, there's a unique system to drastically grow your sales in 30 days. And I'm going to share this with you. And more companies are still trying to get the same amount in a year are not. We need to help our clients make millions and over the years, and this would work for you as well. So you're in the right place. This is you discover the great strategy that you can use today, so you have a stronger competitive advantage, so you have a stronger brand over your competitors, as you will understand, to attract and convert more prospects with less budget. I think if you can reduce your cost of acquisition, it will make a big difference and make your money work for longer. And then discover the principle of a D.A.C success and how multiple businesses like yours, exactly like yours, so they have nothing more that you don't have, use it to create offers that allow them to 60% to even 600% grow their revenue, which is insane. Again, everything is possible. So stay with me. I want to show you how to create packages that customers always want to buy. One of the most powerful sales tactics for doubling, tripling, or even quadrupling your revenue per client. It really works. And the greatest superpower of pricing psychology. So I do a lot of neural marketing. I do a lot of neuroscience in the strategy that we create, and we know exactly what get people to buy and not to buy. So that will help you to create offers that triggers your customers to buy and convert more effectively. Yes. As you can see here, we have a lot of success stories to share. This is one of my clients winning awards. Our clients win a lot of awards. This is one of them with few perfectis. We're doing celebrating champagne, because that's what life is about. Now we have much more great reviews from big companies as much as small companies, NatWest, Crown Plaza, HSBC, and so many more. And I wanted to show you, before we get started, I want to show you a couple of examples of how we use the D.A.C system to help our clients grow. So this is an example of a business. Amadeus came to us at the beginning. Says, Sid is the founder. This is how the brand was presented. After working with us, we helped them grow for 50%, the number of sales within 3 months, which is crazy. And then post rebrand, you can see the difference from before and after. There's a massive difference in how the brand I was able to attract more customers. And again, the feedbacks are great. They keep on growing. They're now expanding nationally. That could be you too. And I really want you to achieve the same result that they are achieving. Again, great feedback. I always tell people about the impact of rebrand and the fabulous job you guys have done. Again, another example here is another client of ours. You can see her in different, you can find her at Waitrose as well, to tell you that this is a true story. And she started and didn't have an e-commerce platform, so really help her create something that is appealing, work on a subscription model. We help her gain more value per customers, which was a big impact. But also on top of that, she managed to raise 200% investment with the work that she's done. So really happy with that. Again, something that I'm really close to my heart, and we always do carry with her husband at home. So again, here an example of brand that she works with. Here, Emeritus, Eurostar, Borough, the Borough Box of brands. She's now also at Starbucks, so a lot of places. So the expansion is not only national but also international. This is a very recent campaign that we've done for one of our clients, and you can see this is 2019 here, and they've just been nominated for an awards for one of the best social media campaign. So there are quite a lot of things within the strategy, brand design, and marketing. So we worked with a lot of really recognized brands from, as I mentioned, Facebook, WeWork, and so many much more. We have 5-star, Google reviews. We know what we do, and we do it well, and we have fun. And I guess when a client succeeds, we can succeed too. As those media recognize us as a brand experts and come to us for advice and support when it comes to developing their brand. Or not developing, but advice to support the brands. That's what I should say. Let's not mix things up. Okay, so the D.A.C system to get more clients. So it's pretty simple as it sounds right now. So it's always, distinguish, attract, and convert. You might think, gosh, I know that. This is nothing surprising here. But quite often people don't do it right. So either don't do the strategy right, they either don't do the identity right, they don't do the marketing and digital sales right. And another thing that I see people doing, incorrectly, they do it in the wrong order. They're going to spend a lot of time doing the marketing, digital activities and sales, but then they don't have a very strong positioning. How to distinguish their business, or what is it really? How do their strategy of their positioning adapt to their identity? And it's a mess. It means that then you reduce your cost of your conversion, and then you don't get as many customers as you want. And that's something you're going to go step by phase, and explain exactly how to do right a strategy, how to do right an identity, and how to do right your marketing, digital, and sales. Are you ready? Okay, so am I. So as you can see, I put a bit of brain on the side, because when you understand how the brain works, and which I'm going to show you with you today, it's going to make a big difference in terms of how you sell, right? Because we do a lot of, with our background as an agency is in neuroscience, but also we understand exactly how to, what are the triggers that get people to engage with the brand. And quite often, as we know, we are not rational individuals, and we need to make sure that we articulate to the brand the best way we can. So here, this is one thing that I want to say. So people believe in brands they trust when they face too many choices. So where are you right now? Are you like the business, the coffee shop, which charge $175, or are you like Costa Coffee is $425? This is now a national brand, and there's still room for improvement. You don't have to be Costa Cafe to be able to get some traction, but you have to be recognized as a strong brand in your business. And I'm going to explain you how to get that. Let's start with phase one, which is distinguish, which is about strategy. The first thing I see quite often when it comes to strategy, and this is a big mistake, people make a lot of assumptions. Never make any assumption about your customers. Always ask your prospect, what do they want? What are they looking for when they choose to buy these products or services? What are the reasons why they choose to engage? I'm going to take a simple example. If you think about Viagra, what is the reason people men choose to buy Viagra? Okay, let you free to guess. But when you understand the deep down, is it manhood? Is it desire to satisfaction? What could it be? I mean, there's so many options, but you can't play a guessing game until you know. But you use this information, and when you understand the desires and pains and issues that they're going through, to then create your content and articulate, position your brand where to what they want, which is super important. So get on the phone. The first thing you need to do is get on the phone. Speak to your existing customers. Why did they choose to buy from you? What kind of problems were they facing before? What's the reason why they came to you? When you start, and people say, how many calls do I need to make? You should make as many calls when you stop getting the different answers. So keep making calls until you start getting the same patterns of information when you know that you're in the right direction. Okay, the good way as well to figure out what your customers want is to start or join a group with your audience. Where does your audience interact with one another? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? Is it any other forum? Is it Quora? Is it anything else? You need to figure out where they are and have a conversation with them and be honest and ask them questions. You'd be surprised how people actually want to tell you what they think when it's relevant to them. Research and investigate your competition, and be surprised that people actually don't know what the competition is doing. They spend their time trying to have a product and they realize that their offering is not as good as theirs. When you understand this, it gives you a bigger power to say, if everybody's offering A and B, I'm going to offer something, I'm going to offer C that puts us on top of everybody else. And again, I've talked a lot about going beyond in some of the strategies, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Profile your ideal clients, understand their drivers, what really make them choose to buy from you, but also be as specific as you can as possible. Because if you choose to serve everybody, then you end up not serving anyone at all. So the more specific you are, the more you're able to understand their drivers, the more you're able to offer a better offering for what they want, which is super, super duper key. So when I come to studying, people say, what do I study? Study what they want, study what are the need, what their needs are, what are their desires, what are their fears. We are, as humans, we're driven by the necessity of figuring out where figure out exactly, dealing with pain situation that put us out of our comfort zone. What is the convenience that your business is bringing? What is the desire or the pleasure that your business is bringing? When you're able to align with that, it gives you a bigger power. If you think about brands such as Coca-Cola, they don't talk about the number of bubbles within their Coke. They talk about their happiness. It's about the feeling of being with friends and sharing great moments of happiness. So it's festive. It's going to festivals or anything else that bring people together, and that's what they focus on. So the question to ask is, what happens in your life that triggers you to take action X? So, for example, in your case, if you are selling cars, what happens in your life that triggers you to buy a Porsche, for example? The more you understand exactly what are the reasons why your customers are acting the way they are, the more you understand exactly what are the messages that you need to put out there and how you can position yourself to their best expectation. Another question you can ask yourself, ask your clients as well, what challenges are preventing you from reaching your goals? When you understand that, that gives you as well a reason to understand how can you articulate, you understand their challenges and how you can offer the solution that are adapted for their needs, which are super important. What challenges are preventing you from reaching your goals? When you understand the challenges, you can articulate your business and your services as a solution. Study them. What are your solutions that they've already tried? Again, something, do not leave room for any assumptions. If you understand your customers, you know what they are, you know what they're missing and what they've tried, so that, some frustration. So I've tried, so and so forth to grow my hair, it never worked. Again, something you can use as an instruction. Have you tried, this product and it never worked? You tried this thing and, all sort of things, never worked to grow your hair. Where we have a solution, you see, so that you understand the situation that they've been into, put themselves into, and you can articulate how you can make their life better, how you can provide the convenience of desire that's trying to achieve. I hope it makes sense so far. So really, when you come to building your brand, you need to understand exactly what your clients expect from you. What do you do that your customers don't? And you should be the bridge in between. That's exactly the value that you need to provide. So if your positioning doesn't align with what your clients want and how you differentiate yourself from the competition, you are missing something which is super, super duper important. So really think about that in the way you present your business. So different ways of presenting, and I've given examples. So it could be price. If you choose to differentiate yourself from price, I usually don't advise you to do that because that means that you have to cut your margin. It could be product innovation, it could be brand experience, it could be strong expertise. If you have an expertise that is unique to you that nobody else has, that puts you on top of the lead. It can be your value and purpose. Are your values and purpose adapted to what customers want? If you think about brands nowadays, people are very much climate change focused or plant-based focus. Are you aligning your brand to those what the world want nowadays, which is super important? And there's so many other ways. So ask yourself first is, who do you serve? So really define who do you want to serve. Be picky, because the more picky, that makes you as well an expert. If you're not specific in terms of who you want to serve, that makes you generalist. Think about it. People pay more for a doctor. People pay more for a surgeon than a doctor. Who do you want to be? Be specific about that. When you have that, know exactly why and how your service product is different from a competition. It's impossible to know how if your service is better if you actually don't question yourself in terms of what is differentiation and how can you offer something that your customers want, but also different from what your competitors are offering. Yes, so those two are very important. So then you can use that to build your positioning statement. That positioning statement can be used to, in a conversation, our company, add your name, serves client specific, your niche, by providing service or products. And then you are unique because we offer such of so forth. So you list your unique selling points, which allow them to add the benefits. It's very simple as this. If you're able to articulate that in the top of your website, when you communicate with people, when you do networking, that will definitely be a game changer and people will remember you more effectively. Again, something, look at two examples. I want to really show you here. So you have on one side, you have Nike, on the other side, you have Adidas, which, exactly the same product at the end of the day, but what is their positioning? Yes, what is their positioning? What do you think? I'm going to give you a bit of time to think about it. One focus very much on of pushing for greatness and being an athlete and really pushing yourself and actually using your trainers to actually exercise. Where everyone focus much more on being athletic and fashion and looking cool, or not necessarily exercising, but people want to stay casual and sporty and trendy is really where they are. So really need to figure out in terms of how do you get something like what does your customer want and how does your brand relate to that to really serve them more effectively. And what is the convenience? What is the convenience of the feeling your brand provides? When you understand that, think about brands such as Disney, you can just saying Disney, you can get a feel of what the brand is about. If you think about brands such as Nike again, you can think about what the brand is about of actually seeing the products. And that's really what I want you to think about when you're developing your brand, which is super important. People are not rational. Yes, but we're not rational individuals. Why trying to sell to them on a rational level when they are driven by emotion? Yes, they're driven by certain triggers. So really talk to your customers and saying what the pains are and how you can satisfy the desires by offering solutions adapted to them. Phase number 2 of a D.A.C system, super important, which is attract. Quite often overlooked, and as I explained before, again, same thing. When you are writing your content, use always with 80-20 rule, which is also the Pareto rule. 80% of the text should say you, then us. Don't talk about yourself because people don't know you, so they don't care about you. So talk about you and understanding who they are and what problems they are facing, which is super, super important when you speak to your customers. Then you design it to align, your visual presentation is to align, your colors is to align, your format is to align. So let me show you some examples in terms of here, different brands here. How did they choose their color? Again, you choose your color based on whatever the emotion that you want to portray. Are you trying to portray passion? Are you trying to portray professionalism? Are you trying to portray calmness and intelligence? Are you trying to portray something a bit more healthy and natural and freshness? Really understand where you are. Sometimes, you can use different orange that can also be an orange can be associated with discounted rate. So you have to be careful in terms of how you choose your colors. Really understand what is the message that you want to, what is the personality of your brand, and how you can align that with the need of your customers. Choose brands that align with your brand value is super important. I can have a perfect example if you can be about the iPhone X. Anybody has an iPhone? Raise your hand if you have an iPhone. I do have an iPhone. Yes, so again, something when you get an iPhone, you have to discover what are all the functionalities of the phone. Apple never take the time to actually run you through all the elements. It's discovery. So again, something where you present your company and the approach that you use for your business will also set the value of your business. So if you look cheap, people will not pay the price and think that you're too expensive. If you look high price, but you target people who don't have the budget, then you're too expensive. They're never going to buy from you. So really make sure that you align who you want to serve and then align the perception of your brand means the perception of your value. Super important. If you have otherwise I'm missing again something, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, distinguish, attract, and convert. We are now in the attracting phase. So if your positioning is not adapted to your identity, is a big issue here. Last part, which is convert, which is number 3, which is pretty much where you think about when you think about marketing, digital, and sales. Is it what you think? PR, social media, events, website. Is that right? Well, let me tell you something. This is wrong. Yes. This is wrong. This is where everything goes wrong. This is where a lot of people make a mistake because they focus on selling. You're basically trying to sell before you even build the value. Yes. So yeah, that's where a lot of money wasted. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means it will take more time if you try instead to do it differently. So let me show you how you should do it. When you talk about the problems, your prospect listen. Yes. I've talked about the problems that you have, which is getting more customers. So now you're listening. So when you talk about the solution, which I'm doing right now, your prospect will buy. But before that, what you need to do, you need to give first before you can receive. And for that, you need to showcase that you have expertise, but also provide as much value. And that's by going beyond. So what I'm doing right now, I'm providing as much value as possible. Some of you choose to go ahead and choose to work with me. Some of them will not choose to work with me, which is absolutely fine. By the way, I just want to help. That's what I want to do. And if you apply at least 1% of what I've taught you today, and you can come back to me and say, this is the result that I've achieved, I'll be very happy. Trust me. That's all I need to know right now. When everyone is trying to sell, go beyond. Yes, that's what will set you apart because everybody's trying to sell, but you need to go beyond. But what I mean by that is provide value before, while, and after selling to build loyalty. So it means that before you sell, you should provide as much value to showcase that not only you are knowledgeable, but you care. And when you've sold, you always deliver more than your clients expect. And after you sold, you keep on making that good relationship with your customers so they can recommend you on and on and on. That's how you grow your number of customers, and that's how you reduce your cost of acquisition your customers. If you're able to always provide the go beyond before, while, and after, you realize that the cost of acquisition will drastically reduce, but also you get more leads more effectively. Yes, provide when you provide something great before they buy, sell when they review, deliver more than they expect, and after, keep on maintaining that relationship and providing it that aligns with their own personal goals. How can you align with their personal goals? So I'm going to give you an example that relate to us. For example, as we do a lot of free training that you can find online, a lot to provide as much value. People may decide to buy now or later. Most of the time, you choose to go now because they're eager to see results. When they reverse, we try to provide as much support. So we understand who their customers are. So we're going to create a number of connections to help them get access and get more customers. So we've created right introductions. And after, we keep on maintaining a relationship to make sure that they are right by just providing again more support, maintaining phone conversation, finding out where they are right now. Again, creating a number of synergies. We don't have to do all of this, but for us, it's natural to do this because the more value, the more beyond we go with our services, more effective we are with delivery. So again, I say provide value first. That will drastically reduce your cost of acquisition. Sales strategy to double, triple, and quadruple your sales. People don't know what they want until you show it to them. What it means by this is a very important sentence because a lot of people don't get it right. Quite often I see people say, okay, so let's work, what services do you offer? And they give me a list, a list of products. It's like, how am I supposed to know? So I'm getting examples. My personal trainer, first time I work with them and I say, okay, what do you think? I'm trying to lose 2 kilos. I want to do, what should I do? Say, well, I have a 20-hour package, I have a 30-hour package, I have a 50-hour package. I'm like, what am I supposed to choose? The most logical choice that I would have done in that case to choose the cheapest package because I don't know what should I engage in 50 hours if I get 20 hours. Yes. What he should have done instead is actually which I helped them with, and I help him say, what you should do instead is actually understand what your client's trying to achieve, and you package your services accordingly. So you could have had a package for injury recovery, a package for beach body in 4 weeks, a package for losing weight in, 10 kilos in whatever it is. Yes. So you can have a package adapted for different solutions. When you have that, people will buy more because that's the solution that you are offering them. You're selling the solution, not your services. And this is a big difference. Yes. Again, what Steve Jobs said is people don't know what they want until you show it to them. So show it to them what they want and they will always buy from you. Yes. Offer packages that help your clients reach their HTML goals. So ask enough questions to know exactly why they come to you. Yes. Why you decide to start into jiu-jitsu. What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to get your your confidence back? Are you trying to you feel threatened for your life? Then what are the concepts that work for you? I'm just going to just here random examples. But really understand what your clients to achieve and you package your services adapted for that, which is important. Another technique that works really well, and I want to talk about price psychology. So we're in Paris, yes, I'm just arrived in Paris, and I say, okay, let's go for dinner. And the waiters offer us 3 bottles, one at €5, one at €10, one at €15. Which one would you pick? Give me some time. You don't have to impress me. Which one would you pick? We're friends, we know each other now. I bet you picked bottle number 2, €10. Yes? Is that right? I might be right, but maybe you would like to spend how? Maybe you just like, I'm on budget. I don't spend that much, which is absolutely fine. This is called the anchor pricing, also called the decoy price. The purpose of a third bottle, this is why you should always have option. You don't only have one option when you present your services, always have 3 options, and you use the third bottle to make the second bottle much more affordable. If you see on this illustration, if I only had 2 options, $10 and $30, I'm most likely to find that the $30 is expensive, right? In that case, where you have $10, $30, and $50, and the $50 asks for gold to make the $30 more affordable. So you're most likely to choose the middle price. That's how we go. Never go too much, never go too little. You go in between, and it works really, really well. So again, 3 is a magic number. not in a relationship, remember that. But everything else, it works really well. So think about how you price, think about how you present your services. Free options work really well. Again, here, if whether you're offering services or whether you're offering products, you can use the same approach to figure out how you can offer the right services for your customers. So really price effectively. Again, something if you are a digital platform or you offer digital services, then in that case, really much, you can add on the top most popular package because people will love to go by what everybody else is going for. We tribe, we're human nature, love to be a part of a tribe. So we'll go for that package. Most people are likely, or your prospects are more likely to go for that package as well. Don't give them the option to compare your one offer with another competition. This is what I mean. So one offer with the competition, but don't give them the option to compare your one offer with the competition. What I mean by that, if you give them only one choice, they will need to compare with something else. We are human, we need to compare to evaluate if it's right or not. So if you are, let's say for example, you're single, yes, and you just have one woman in front of you, but if you have three women in front of you, you probably want to decide which one to go for. But not the best analogy, but something with dating, you probably want to go for different options before you choose which one. Online dating, if you want to go before you choose the one that you want to go for, yes. So same thing, give them the options, enough options to choose from. You are looking elsewhere to choose from a competition as well. Okay. Let's carry on. Offer them the best solution option. Always think about the best solutions. You have the basic, the standard, and the premium. All right, I hope you enjoyed the sessions. I hope that, if you apply everything I've told you today, it's going to make a big difference. Pick up the phone, speak to your customers, make no assumption, understand where they are, understand what they're trying to achieve. When you've positioned your business, what your client wants, and how it's different from the competition, you have your key value in between here. And then after that, you need to know exactly how to package your services or product as solutions. And then again, something you use the anchor pricing, free options, free pricing. The middle one as the one that you want people to buy and use that effectively. So now you have free options. Option, you can say, well, it was fantastic to be with you, and you can carry. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing. I'm happy with that. You can take your learnings and do it yourself, or you can get get you some help and get the help. So you can start with free surgical. It doesn't commit you on anything. It's really much. Now we can have a much more personalized conversation together. I know where you are as a business, and I can help you out. So this is completely free. There's no engagement whatsoever. But I'm going to be honest with you. This is what you're going to learn. So if you're a business owner and you want to grow your sales, I will show you exactly how you can discover what you've been doing wrong. So we're going to discuss and ask you a lot of questions, figure out where your business and what you need to stop doing, what you've been doing that has stopped you from scaling your brand. Yes. So very specific because we're going to speak on one-on-one. Get action points that you can apply immediately to grow your brand awareness and grow your sales. Yes. So I'm an action taker. Yes. So I'm going to give you some really quick points that you can apply and get some traction for your business. Obviously, when we're speaking together, I have a back and forth conversation. Now we don't. So I can't really give you a solution adapted for your company. And also, I'm going to teach you how to reach more of your target audience and reduce the cost of acquisition. I think it's something that I'm a bit obsessed about, always reducing the cost of acquisition by using different techniques that works really well. And we can discuss this on a one-on-one together. Again, something we can discuss in terms of how you can package your solutions more effectively. This is all free. As I mentioned, this is a free call, it's completely free. Sign up and see what happens. And then how to make your money work longer. Yes, which is super important. And at the end of the day, I guess it's also about getting your life back. You want to get some balance, right? And so, it's super important. What's the point of getting more clients, getting your dream clients, making more money if you can't live a better life? This is what you want. So we're going to talk about system and processes as well, how you can build that to help your company grow and scale more effectively. So I'm going to be honest with you. After this call, and if you believe that, yes, we're perfect and we realize that we can work together, sometimes I choose not to work with everybody. I think if I think it's too early and I'm not the right fit, then I will not offer you the option to work with us, which is fine, and vice versa. You might not choose to work with me. But if you choose to work with me, then I will make you an offer. And you don't have to take it, but this free call will be very valuable. And you can see how far you can go with your business, which I'm super excited about for you. Obviously, what should be interested in doing this call with me is, I love speaking on big stages and provide advice. This is me on a 5,000 stage giving advice to, on marketing and business and brand strategy, which I love doing. But also, my clients have won and winning a number of awards and keep winning, which is super exciting, and generating millions of pounds for their business, which makes me very, very happy. And I can help you do that as well for your business, for the strategy course. So if you're ready, there's only a few slots available per week. So be quick, book yours right now, and then can book, click the link below and choose your answer a few questions. It's only a few questions, not so I get to know who you are, so I can be most prepared. So when I pick up the phone, I have a few questions prepared and know what we need to talk about, which is super important. And we're all set. So if you want to start getting some more customers, you're interested in getting to more, this strategy code is worth £1,000 plus VAT, but I do it for free. But I'm doing it to a number of, I only offer a number of slots per week. So really be quick, get yours before it's too late. Oh, I've got no how long you're going to have to wait before we can talk together. So I hope that you enjoy this presentation. I'm going to move back to the screen. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side.